Alright, muri yeZimbabwe kusangana kwatiri kuita zvakare ipo pano paZemunyuzi update apo patinoda kupe first hand update anonga ari kuitika munyika yedu yeZimbabwe. So muzuva ranhasi takakubatira nyaya yakabuda kumusangano weSADC wakaitiwa munyika yeSouth Africa muguta reDurban apo patiri kuona vamwe vema sort of like ruling party aiva ari opposition sort of like Zambia nana sort of like Botswana ana Duma Boko vari kuramba zvinhu zvakafanana nezvekusainwa kweConstitutional Amendment Bill number 3 iro raConstitutional Amendment Act pari zvino because vari kutaura kuti that Constitutional Amendment Act iri riri kumbunyikidza kodzero dzewanhu, riri kupa president masimba akati nyanyeye muri yeZimbabwe apo pataonavo sort of like waVincent Mangwenya vanova vari spokesperson muhofisi yaPresident Cyril Ramaphosa vanga vachitaura vachitopikisawo mapresident ivavo vachiti no, that Constitutional Amendment Act iri haritori neine SADC, harinei South Africa, harinei Zambia, harinei Botswana apo patiri kuona mapresident vanga vachitaura kuti no, that is deal done mubato reZanu PF noti kuSADC kuno kuSADC is not deal done because kunoku tinoda zvinhu zviri free and fair noti zvekumbunyikidza kodzero dzewanhu then SADC yozofambiswa kuti apo patiri kuona muri yeZimbabwe ana Jacinda anova ari mukuru weMarch and March akanyora padandemutande rake reFacebook achitaura kuti sei President Emmerson Mnangagwa vadzokera kunyika yavo yeZimbabwe vasiya vanhu vavo muno. Tiri kuonawo macomment section vanhu vari kutaura kuti Jacinda waita mutete izvo muri yeZimbabwe kana uchida kurwisa ruling party chitotanga party yako iwe, noti zvada zvokuti kwanzi uri individual uda kurwisa head of state haumbofi wakazvigona muri yeZimbabwe. So ndo mamiriro zvakaita tiri kuona kuSADC kune kutaudzana kwakati nyanyeye, kune kutaudzana kusina kumira zvakanaka because tiri kuona kuti each and every year zvinhu zvonga zvinomira zvakanaka apo patiri kuona sort of like President Emmerson Mnangagwa ndiwo vanga vari chairman weSADC vakazosiyira president wekuMadagascar apo patiri kuona vakazodzokera futi kuna President Emmerson Mnangagwa because tiri kuona kuti kuMadagascar kune mhirizhonga yakatanga ikoko pakaitwa zvinhu zvakasiyana siyana, pakaudzwa vanhu vachiudzana mashoko akasiyana siyana president weko akazobviswa neku takaona zvakangostabilizwa zvakadaro vakangopawo President Ramaphosa kuti vafane kunge vakabata sezvo zvavanga vari next. Ndo patakazoona President Emmerson Mnangagwa vachitambidza matomo kuna oro chimuti kuna President Cyril Ramaphosa because toona kuti panenge panoitwa gungano iroro kamwe chete pagore inhawo yekutoti mapresident vanoenda kunyika yacho iyoyo kunanga kuina president ari kuda kunge anoita chairman SADC chairman because tiri kuona kuti pazvakaitwa muno munyika yeZimbabwe wakauya muno munyika yeZimbabwe, pazvakaitwa kuMadagascar wakaenda kuMadagascar, now munyika yeSouth Africa wakaenda kunyika yeSouth Africa ndokwari kuita zvinhu izvozvo. So tine makomboredi vetinawo pano vetira kuti munge muchisara muchinzwa vari kuzeya nhauwa dzezvematongerwo enyika kuti tinoita sei nenyika yedu yeZimbabwe apo patiri kuonawo kaorganization keSADC vanongotaura but chavanonyatsa kuita chaizvo inini handichione muri yeZimbabwe. So ngatiwanzwe vachitaura pano paZemunyuzi update but tongoyeuchidzana kuti kana uri mutsva usabve pano usina kusubscribe, kulike nekushare. Ngatiwanzwe vachitaura.
Because you seem to be obsessed with appointing our sisters left, right, and center. But let's hope you are not appointing our system. The bottom line still remains that we need new leaders, and we must begin to usher in new leadership because you guys have failed. You guys have done absolutely nothing for the past 4 decades. In charge of the country. I've heard this rhetoric of Second Republic this, Second Republic that. Who was in charge of the First Republic? It's you guys. You were always in charge of the
Republic.
Imbomira No, Tex, that is what we are beginning to cry about, literally, to say you guys do not deserve to be in power, you don't deserve to be in leadership, because you have failed dismally. Any Zimbabwean that is moving around the streets of Zimbabwe, the streets of Harare, of Kwekwe, of Gweri, of Cholocho, would agree with me that we do not need any rocket scientist to tell us.
Tandazan, can I
Baba
engage you
Shona,
in a
close your
minute?
mic. Baba Shona, close your mic.
That is bullying.
We are not going to allow that.
You do
No,
it to
I just want to engage
No,
you.
no, 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 no. Close your motor. Don't need kana stories.
yo
What
enda
kuda kubvumira
kumbako
vanhu ngopindi.
kuZANU-PF unoudza baba vako kuti wadzingwa.
Okay. In conclusion, I know I will end up frustrating my ZANU-PF brothers and sisters. They are my brothers, by the way. But in conclusion, you guys have failed, and it is evident enough that you guys have failed. That is why more than a dozen of your people are in other countries looking for greener pastures. If you were governing the country correctly, we should be having our brothers and sisters in Zimbabwe and contributing to the growth of our economy. But the situation is opposite. Our people are living. Go to Bridge Border Post today and see how many Zimbabweans are trying to flock into South Africa, regardless of the xenophobic tendencies that are happening there. But Zimbabweans are still finding it better to live in South Africa, to live in Botswana, to live in Zambia and other countries, So you guys should see that it is evident enough, and you should desist, in conclusion, from appointing our opposition trustees. We have people that we are trusting with serious positions here and serious responsibilities. And you guys wake up early in the morning, you start appointing them and putting them into power. I don't care about the appointment of this guy who is this of all these 9 other people, but you shouldn't have appointed anyone from the opposition benches. This on its own shows that you guys have successfully penetrated the opposition and infiltrated it to the president's office. This is very sad. We need a new approach. We need to re-strategize as the opposition, because you can't take from the president's office. Demakatora ku province kana kumwe kuno, guys, we would agree with you. I'm lending, my brother. So we can't have a situation where you guys enter into the president's office, take the most beautiful girl that we have, you take her into parliament without us noticing that.
That's a beautiful girl, Diane. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on.
No,
ZANU-PF is waiting for you,
give him my
Tandazan.
extra 4 minutes. Thank you. Give him my extra. Go ahead, Tandazan.
Scotia.
Go ahead, Tandazan. I'll give
It's
you.
alright.
I'm
The
the
host
host.
is
I'm the host.
overwritten.
I'll give you 4 minutes. I'm serious about that. 4 minutes, Tandazan.
Thank you very much. I won't conclude I won't end the 4 minutes, brothers and sisters. So the bottom line still remains, it's a call to the opposition political players that our houses are not in order. We are not safe from the infiltration of ZANU-PF, because these guys are much more sophisticated than we have been thinking. We can't have their own people in charge of the policy formulation and policy direction in the president's office. This simply means that even if the opposition gets into power, ZANU-PF will still be in power. So we are dealing with one of the most complicated political formations in our lifetime, and we need to start re-strategizing and making sure that we have new leaders, actually, because I feel like those who are calling for new leaders, they are no longer new leaders. They've been leading from behind the scenes. And these guys have been in government from behind the scenes, pretending
What are we allowed to laugh?
in the opposition. So we must begin to ask questions. Do we really
You laugh today,
have
Baba Shona, but you not laugh tomorrow.
and are we able to actually unseat ZANU-PF? Because I'm afraid, I feel like we're no longer able to unseat ZANU-PF. With the rate that ZANU-PF has infiltrated all of us, with the rate that ZANU-PF, I'm beginning to think that we actually have a de facto or de jure one-party state, in my brother Ostalos' words. I think we begin to have it right now. because the people that we thought are representing a new alternative hygiene, a new political theory, or a new political leadership, they literally represent what ZANU-PF is representing today. The very same people we are in the trenches with, are fighting against the CAB3, are the very same beneficiaries of CAB3. I heard another famous mayor saying, I'm going to wear this chain until 2030. So the 2030 agenda is no longer a ZANU-PF agenda. It's now becoming an agenda that has been entrenched in some of those that we think are with us in
What
fighting.
if Ostalos is one of us?
I don't know and I do not want to know. But I'm saying in conclusion, we need new leaders, we need new blood, we need new people who are going to fight ZANU-PF. The ones that we think are fighting ZANU-PF, they are not in fight with ZANU-PF. They're actually in agreement and in beneficiary of the ZANU-PF policies.
Everyone is ZANU-PF.
So can I ask you a question, my brother?
Yeah, Bashona.
Within the 4 minutes that you were given by the host. So, my brother, you said in 4 decades, ZANU-PF government did nothing. My question is, primary school yawakadzidza or secondary school yawakadzidza yakavakwa gore ripi? Ndobvunzo wangu, my brother. The primary school that you went or the secondary school that you went zvakavakwa gore ripi?
I went to Tachi Primary School. It was built in 1968. ZANU-PF was not in power.
Okay.
I went to Jabulisa Secondary School. It was built in 1974. ZANU-PF was nowhere near power. So I'm not a beneficiary of ZANU-PF.
Hold on, my brother. Hold on. You still have got 2 minutes to go. So now, how many schools were built by the Smith government? And how many schools were built when ZANU-PF came into power until today or up to date?
No. I'm aware.
My brother, don't answer that question. Ask
Aiwa
him
no,
how old is he?
ngadzime hande kunext ndiri yangu yakatsande maswera sei hamani shamwari.
Baba Sean, how old are you?
You don't need to ask me
How
my
old are
age.
you?
I've got 50 years old. I'm 50 years old.
Mbombirai baba Shona nambesi
It's
mbombirai
not about
yangu
my age
yakatsande.
here that you are discussing.
Tandazani.
Katsande pinda zvako katsande zvako.
No, yeah, ndikatsanda ari kupinda.
Pinda
Yeah. Thank you
katsande.
very much.
No, Katsande, we are still within 4 minutes.
Wait, no, we are not. No, we are not.
Are you the host?
No, we are not.
No, you are not the host.
No, we are not. We are not.
Yeah, but
we
you are
not.
still within the 4 minutes that you
No. We are not doing that.
All right, go ahead.
We are not doing that. We don't want to be bullied here.
No, go ahead. We are not being bullied. Why do you like the word bullied?
No. I didn't say by you. I'm just saying we are not going to be bullied here.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying you talk and then we'll talk after you.
The fact yekuti mumwe munhu ane voice rakakura stereki kudarika rewamwe wese it does not mean kuti
But in this case you are the one who have got the loudest one. Yeah?
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh.
Unonzwa pawapinda paipa host atobva kwanga ari kuti Katsanda ari kuti varakashvatora chino.
All right. No, it's fine. So sorry. I didn't realize. I think inyaya yongoti phone yangu sometimes ndiye ndakaibata mumaoko saka plus yamwe tiri mabhuru. So patinokuma tiri handira dzimwe dzese dzinotiza kudzokera kumatanga. Ndo zvazviriwo kuti kamwe mukaka tikaita sei tikaguta. Tandazani wataura
kuti nyaya yakainde nai Katsanda.
Question. The topic is there. Why you asking the papana?
Ko problem ndeiko?
Uyebashona atakuita propaganda.
I can okay. Inini andina akawanda andoda kutaura. But ndoda kungoisa disclaimer yekuti I think we will still have another day or two, or it may be a different time. You could discuss this one in a better way. It's quite a good issue. It was introduced per space, and it's a good thing that we have both sides of the coin. What it aid my voices out. I would like really to invite iwo wanenge vachitungamirira iyo yachona dialogue yachona iyoyo kuti vanyatsoite kuti zvakanaka kuti nyaya chinyanyatsosvike zvakanaka. But ndichipinda zvangu mumashoko ari kutaurwa this appointment yataona, I think president should not have waited any longer kuappoint. Inyika ine vanhu 16 million, vamwe vanoti 17, vamwe vanoti 18. Obviously an appointment yevanhu 10 out of that population yevanhu 17 million ka hazvimbofe zvakaita kuti munhu aiswa afarwe nemunhu wese. And izvozvo kana zvakadaro zvichiitika kubhora kwachaiko kwokuti vanhu vanochuzwa kubhora, vanhu vanenge vachinonetsana, though the same dynamic that we are seeing in this case. So haasi munhu wese ari kufara nevanhu vaiswa, haasi munhu wese asiri kufara nevanhu vaiswa. But the bottom line is president ndingatoti inini wanga watove overdue kuisa masenators avaisai, because I want to raise this question. It's a legal one. Umwe munhu anga amboripo co-host anobva amuka obva ati iye dai president vakamira vakati vakamirira process iri kuitwa kukoti chichichichichichi. But at this point in time we also don't have any court order that's not allowing
Aiwa,
kuti president
uyu
waenderere mberi.
katsande. Miswa.
No, Mira, the fact that about the fact that kunda pinda ngeza ndinowirirana nayo does not mean ndofanira kutaura zvaunoda
Propaganda
kabisa.
pana apa iwe katsande.
Aiwa, no. You need to listen to my to my point.
Aiwa.
Best, and I understand it's not what you were expecting to say. But it's what's on the ground. Propaganda is a lie. I'm not lying. And the Bible is called propaganda. I'll give you an opportunity. No. Inini handisi munhu anofamba achinanzvananzva vanhu kumashure ka because ndisanzwi kwatsinewe. Inini ndokutaura zvandiri kuona zviri background. Okay, what is wrong?
Propaganda pana.
Ndepapaitwa propaganda best.
Iwe best chimbovhara mic iwo.
Best ngavhare mic.
Chimbovhara mic.
Beauty na David you need to help us.
Okay. Ari kutaura pfungwa dzake Katsanda is atingati ari kuita propaganda as such, but chiripo ndechekuti president vamanya ahead of the judiciaries, undermine the judiciaries essence of power, separation of power yaitwa overridden up. Hatingazvirambe izvozvo, and hatingarambewo futi kubvunza kuti chii chavapa kumhanya, chii chavanga vachimhanyira kwapointa maseneta. Why speed kudai? Anyway, go ahead, Katsanda, and land.
No, I'm not going to go ahead and land. I've just started. Can you drop best?
No, don't.
And this could
That
drop
was
a
the
best.
instruction from
Best
court.
teaching community or my
Mambodaro kuna
kaka
baba
one
shona
flanger.
mudrope best
Also,
amzodzora
muita
kana
Parliament said after the
Vara
consultation
Mike
with the
yake best.
president.
Thank you.
Katsanda can go
Whoever,
ahead,
we
please.
have got an instruction from the host kuti whoever interjects munomudropa anozodzoka kana nguva yake kutaura yasvika.
Katsanda, usatudze zvekuhosta iwoita zvekudaira zvauda kudaira.
So my point is, guys, mutemo hauna baba naamai wako, and people need to understand the real meaning of propaganda. When the truth is being said, and the fact that you are not agreeing with whatever is being said, it's really true, it's fact, does not mean that it's propaganda. So there is no propaganda from what I said in Nini. Co-host, you are raising an issue yekuti pamhanywa. If I ask you, maybe mchazondipindira kana ndapedza. Pane here court order iri kutaura kuti process ngaimire. Number one, hapana. And number two,
Separation of powers.
another legal issue.
But my powers are separate or beauty.
Another legal issue, ndeyekuti president akasaina this CAB ikavhenaita act. Pakaraiswa a motion.
Pending judicial approval.
Stop interjecting. I think the rules should also.
Katsanda, uri kutaura kunge uri kupa mafacts asiri mafacts. Katsanda, kukucorrecta kuti zvese zvine kamwe kacho kauri kusirira.
Ndepapi pachona?
The president can sign a bill into law, and the court can denounce a bill from the law.
Yeah, did the court denounce it?
It's still in the process. Our satellite they've not spoken their side. Their
payakaenda.
side has not
Yeah. So
spoken.
so
They've not
so so
exhausted the
Which court
so
judicial
application are you
courts
referring to,
on
so
this
Moses?
my
one.
issue. No, wait, let me finish. I
No,
need to. I'll respond to
Katandi,
her.
which court application is she talking about?
No,
No,
she's
no,
not aware. She's
No.
just
akawandisa
going.
kuwandisa zvezvi.
Pane
Look,
vanhu vakachallenge the
Kune akawandisa
Look,
constitutionality
akawandisa.
I need to
Ndiani
yeCAB3.
kwanzi?
So
wait.
Bana,
CAB3
Wait,
cannot
wait.
stand
No, I think
substantive
Uyo
Mnangagwa
kana
president
Chokwadi
Gandhi.
Jabwe
judiciary
ndiwe
isati
beauty
Uyo
way.
yapronounce
president
You don't